191. And if you are knowing, then you are truly led. If, however, you turn back, then you will cause a splitting in yourselves, so that you will certainly no longer satisfy equitableness, fairness, and the present existence, because then you are the all-deepening ones, all-hearing ones, of a belief and set against better knowledge. 192. Accept the teaching of truth, the teaching of the laws and recommendations of formation creation. And who is the better teacher of the teaching of truth than the true prophets, who are familiar with the laws and recommendations of the primal power creation, which they have learned since time immemorial? 193. Do not quarrel amongst yourselves about the real truth, because the truth is given by the laws of the power of origination creation, and is unchangeable, and the power of origination creation alone is the great might and the immeasurable secret, beside which you shall not place any gods or tin gods. Solely the power of origination creation is the highest one above you, and it has done its great works, from which all firmaments, the universe, and all life originated. Therefore do your works, so that from you great things may also come forth as greatness, and good things as goodness, and be upright in your doings, so that you are not malefactors. Therefore honor the name of creation, so that you do not misuse it. 194. Do you know that all people of your kind, human beings, were always people of your kind, human beings, both the believers in divinities and tin gods, as well as the ones who are knowing in the truth about the creation? Or do you believe that you know it better than the prophets, who are connected only to the truth, and consider that you are without equitableness, unfair ones / irresponsible ones / inequitable ones, if you conceal the prophet's evidence of the truth, and that your wrongdoings will not go unheeded? 195. It is taught that the old peoples passed away according to their merit, which was of a negative sense and wrong value, because they concealed and disregarded the teaching of truth. Do not do the same, so that you will not be asked about their deeds and not made equivalent to them. 196. If you do the same as the old peoples who passed away according to their merits by falling away from the truth, then you will be asked why you had turned away from the true teaching of truth, which you had however followed. Therefore you are led surely onto the correct path, in the east, west, south and north, if you pay your tribute to the truth. 197. The laws of the primal wellspring, laws of creation, determine that you shall raise yourselves up unto peoples and shall live together in peace, love, freedom, and in concord harmony with one another, and you shall be guardians of these values, and no laws shall be applied according to which malefactors, lawbreakers, doers of misdeeds, and unrighteous ones, unconscientious ones, shall be subjected to punishments which harm their life and limb. In other words, neither torture nor the threat of death nor their execution, because the inner feeling, psyche, and life and limb of the people of your kind, human beings, must remain inviolate. It is not the way of the primal wellspring creation, nor of its laws and recommendations for human beings to be harmed in their inner feeling, psyche, or their life and limb, because punishment shall only be imposed in the form of taking measures for separation from the people's society, for a certain duration. In the world of your thoughts and your impressions, feelings, you shall be compassionate and kind-hearted towards all life, and be fearless in your knowledge about the truth of the laws and recommendations of the primal power creation. 198. Often, you turn your face towards the firmament and look up to the stars, where you are searching for your gods and tin gods, but they are not there, because they are only the delusions of your brains. Truly, however, if you look to the firmament and onto earth and on everything that creeps and flies, then you will see the great and vast work of the primal wellspring creation, the only one. Therefore turn your eyes to all that the primal wellspring creation has created and has been maintaining since time immemorial, because only that is the truth and reality. And wherever you may be, turn your face to the miracles, outstanding things, of the primal wellspring creation, so that you recognize the truth and also the writing of the truth that is given to you and one day will be given to you in detail as a valuable book when the last prophet of the one line brings it forth in all comprehensiveness and gives it to you, and he will teach you the teaching of truth like none other before, and therefore the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life will not go unheeded in future because the doings of the last prophet will be outstanding without measure. 199. The last prophet brings the writing of the teaching of truth as well as all signs, marvels/evidence of his power and the real truth which you shall follow. If you do not follow the real truth, then you are following delusional teachings, their false cognizance and wishes. Then you are truly without equitableness, unfair ones/irresponsible ones/inequitable ones. 200. The rational ones amongst you to whom the writing of the teaching of truth is given, recognize it as the truth just as they recognize their own children. Others, however, are irrational because they knowingly, consciously, conceal the truth. 201. All truth is in creation and in its laws and recommendations, therefore do not create your own and false truth within yourselves. Otherwise you are turning yourselves into people without equitableness, unfair ones/irresponsible ones/inequitable ones, and into doubters. 202. Everyone has a goal towards which they strive. Therefore compete with one another in good works so that you complete great things wherever you may be. Combine together to perform great works. Then you will have the might to do and achieve everything what you are striving for. However, always use and do everything in goodness so that you do not end up as people without equitableness, unfair ones/irresponsible ones/inequitable ones. 203. And wherever you come from, turn your eyes towards the truth so that no abnormal doubt arises in you against it and your doings are not heedless. 204. And wherever you go, turn your eyes towards the truth. And wherever you are, also turn your face towards it there. If you do so, then the ones living in equitableness, fairness and responsibility will have no objection towards you, excepting those amongst them who wallow in inequity, irresponsibility/unfairness, who lie and deceive and do everything to harm you. However, do not fear them but only be afraid of denying the truth so that goodness can be perfected in you and so that you are rightly led. 205. Just as the proclaimers, the prophets, came to you out of your midst announcing the signs, teachings/evidence of the truth and bringing them forth, so you will be cleansed from inequity, unfairness/irresponsibility, if you follow the teaching that is given by the proclaimers, the prophets, and by the writing of the truth, which teaches you what you need to know. 206. Therefore think about the truth that is presented and explained to you by the proclaimers, the prophets, who think of you in love. Therefore thank them and do not be unthankful to them. 207. O you, who are knowing in the truth, seek help in learning the teaching of truth and in patience, because truly there is a boon upon your head. Mental block equals consciousness, thoughts, feelings and psyche, if you go forth in steadfastness. 208. And do not say about those who have been slain for the truth that they had fallen into stupidity, because truly they were in good senses, but they were not understood and were slandered due to their love of truth by those who wallow in inequity, irresponsibility/unfairness, and denies of truth. And the ones slain for the truth were alive in their nature and in their inner world consciousness. But those who wallow in inequity, irresponsibility/unfairness, and the denies of truth were living dead. 209. Truly, you will all be tested by the appearance nature, with anxiety and fear, hunger and loss of your goods and chattels and life and all that is nourishment. But when you are connected to patience, then you will surely overcome all tests, because it is part and parcel of life for things to go up and down, for good to alternate with bad, of which there can be no doubt. The message to the patient ones is, however, that all strivings yield good fruits and time will ultimately change everything for the good.